everybody. I hope you could hear me. My name's Karen Noe, and I am the author of We Consciousness 33 Profound Truths for Inner and Outer Peace. Today, I'm going to be talking about how we can better feel our connection with everyone and everything. Because in reality, we are all one. I talk about this in the We Consciousness. Our oneness includes everyone and everything, as I just said. All animals, all of nature, God, ascended masters, deceased loved ones, angels, and even life on other planets. When we're in the physical body, it's difficult to feel this connection because it feels that you're over there and I'm over here. But in reality, after we leave the physical body, we'll be better able to feel this connection in an instant. But to do that here on Earth, one important way to do that is to raise your vibration. So it's more on par with the energy of the divine within you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The first thing we need to do to raise our vibration to be more on par with the energy of who we are, which is only peace and love, is we would just announce to the universe our desire to raise our vibration. And with that request, we just say, I intend to raise my vibration. The universe works in ways to conspire to make that happen. Okay, so more people will come into your life, so you could show more compassion and so forth. So just be on the lookout for that. Then you want to ask to become a vehicle of love and service. So you say, how may I serve? Every single morning, how may I serve? But make sure to put yourself in that equation because you are just as important as everyone else. So when you say, how may I serve? Myself and others, what happens? The universe works in ways to serve you as well. Okay, so do that in the morning. I do that every single morning. How may I serve? And it's the way I live life. I would love for you to live life too, to understand that we are all one. Next, you want to monitor your inner dialogue. Hi, everybody. You want to monitor your inner dialogue. And too often we're thinking negative thoughts. And God within us is only love and peace. So in order to feel that connection better, we have to be the love that we really are. You can't possibly monitor every single thought in your head. It would be impossible. Thoughts are going a mile a minute. So what you want to do is monitor how you're feeling. So if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling sad, anything, that means you're thinking negative thoughts. So at that point, you want to focus more on the blessings all around you, focus on what you want instead of what you don't want, and so forth. So just monitor your inner dialogue so it's more on par with the energy of who you are. Okay, next thing you want to do is pray and meditate daily. Praying is talking to God and the angels, and meditating is listening. And in any relationship, you need to listen as well as to speak. So make sure to take that time to talk to God and the angels and to listen, to quiet your thoughts so that they could come through to you. Other dimensions, deceased loved ones, angels, God. Okay. Next, you want to practice forgiveness. I always use the saying, it's not the snake bite that kills you, it's the venom that's left behind. Okay, so when you practice forgiveness, do it for you. Many people say to me, but I can't forgive that person, they hurt me so much. But I say, do it for you. You don't want to hold on to that negativity anymore. Okay, it only harms you and disconnects you from the whole. So practice forgiveness. The next thing you want to do is be grateful. The more things you're grateful for in your life, more things will come into your life for which to be grateful because you are a vibrational being. Whatever you're thinking and feeling, you're creating more of that in your life. Remember that, okay? Have more compassion to all those around you. Next one I will focus more on in the another Facebook Live event, but for now I'll just talk about it briefly. Eat in a more healthy and compassionate way. When I started connecting with angels and deceased loved ones, when I was able to do that, I started to feel the pain of animals as I ate meat. This was over 25 years ago, and I just couldn't eat meat anymore. And I know if every one of us could feel that, you wouldn't eat meat as well. There's a wonderful saying by an animal sanctuary in Australia called Edgar's Mission that they say, if we could live happy and healthy lives without harming anyone, why wouldn't we? So with that all said and done, let's try to live in a more compassionate way And even if it's eating one less meal a week, that's just plant-based, that will raise your vibration immensely. The next thing you want to do is empower yourself. Remember who you are. You have God within you, and you could create miracles in your life and in the lives around you. You could create peace in your life and in the world. So remember who you are, okay? See through the eyes of others. After we pass, after we leave the physical body, we go through a life review where we're able to see and feel how we have affected each person in our lives as if we are that other person. Because guess what? We are the other person. And when we don't have the body anymore to differentiate us from everybody else, we feel that connection. So I tell people to do it right now. Try to see through each person's eyes now before it's too late. Try to see where they're coming from and why they act in certain ways. Try to see through their eyes. And in so doing, you'll be creating peace in your life and in the world. Okay? Next thing, I know not everybody wants to hear this, but if you stay away from nicotine, alcohol, and drugs, that will raise your vibration as well. And the next one is spending time in nature. Spending time in nature, especially if you want to go outside, and if you could go barefoot, that's even better yet. So that raises your vibration immensely as well. You want to learn all you can about spiritual principles. That will also raise your vibration. Next one, focus on the present. Focus on the present instead of dwelling on what happened in the future and all your problems and all of that, or worrying about the past, instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, dwell on the present. Be here now, okay? You want to practice feeling peaceful regardless of what's going on in your life. And I know it's not always easy, but it's well worth your effort, okay? So try to do that. Next one is spend time alone. If you're an empath like myself, I feel everybody's emotions as if they're my own. So you need to spend your time alone and reboot and feel that connection to source energy. And finally, the last one is uplift others without lowering your perspective or forcing them to raise theirs. And I talk a little bit more about that in We Consciousness. There was a story by T.D. Jakes, and I hope I do it justice, about the giraffe and the turtle. And it goes something like this. The giraffe is only able to see high up in the trees, and it eats up there, all the leaves up here. The turtle is down here, and all it sees is down here. It cannot see high up in the trees. So to judge the turtle for what it sees or what it's doing, it's silly, right? But we don't want to lose our perspective, our spiritual, our highness, because we could harm ourselves. The giraffe actually, if it lowers its neck to look down to see what the turtle is doing, it could actually harm himself and kill himself because the blood will rush to its neck, its head, and kill himself. And so it is with us. It won't kill us to lower our perspective, but it will harm us. So what we want to do is uplift others slowly but surely when they're ready. Okay, spread the love, spread the light, understand that we are all one. And in so doing, we could create peace on earth and in the lives around you and in your life as well. So I talk so much more about this in We Consciousness, as well as in my book, Your Life After Their Death, A Medium's Guide to Healing After Loss, because so many people ask me, how can I connect with my angels and deceased loved ones? Why don't I hear them? This is the number way of doing that, the number one way of doing that. So raise your vibration to be more on par with the energy of who you really are, which is only love and light. Okay? So that's pretty much it for today. I love you, and I will see you again next Wednesday, probably around the same time here on Humanities Team Live. Have an amazing day and an amazing week. Bye-bye.